Let's talk about The Sound of Freedom. First off, if you've not already seen the movie, you need to go watch it. You really have no excuse not to. Angel Studios has free tickets available on their website. At the end of the movie, there's an option to pay for other people's tickets, which is just really cool. So if you've not seen it, I encourage you to go see it. The Sound of Freedom is a true story. It is so much more than a movie, it is a message. It shows what really happens in our twisted world. The movie highlights how child sex trafficking operates, and the media does not want you to see this movie. This movie was made 5 years ago. So many obstacles were created so that we wouldn't be able to see the movie, but it finally came out on July 4th, and it's a very emotional movie. I cried multiple times during it. It's a hard watch. But the media hates the idea of a movie that highlights, shows what really happens, and brings awareness to this issue. Child sex trafficking is not uncommon. You may have heard this statistic before, but there are more slaves currently right now in the world, than there ever was in history. People should not be for sale, and especially not children. The media is trying to tank this movie. Rolling Stones called it a superhero movie for dads with brain worms, and they even try to say that it was not based on a true story. Others are calling it a QAnon. This movie is not for entertainment, it is for awareness. I do not see enough creators talking about this movie, and even someone like myself with a small YouTube channel, I just felt the need to come on here and address what is really happening. Hopefully you've seen people share their experiences on the movie on TikTok, and a lot of people are talking about how when they go to the theater to experience the movie, unexpected things happening like the AC going out, or they don't turn the lights off, or errors with the film, glitches with the film. I've seen countless videos just like this. People buying their tickets online and then they get automatically refunded. People going to the theater, it says sold out, and then you walk in there, all the seats are empty. This is not a coincidence. This is not a conspiracy. This is what is happening. They do not want you to see this movie. I'm gonna pop up some videos on the screen to just show examples of what I am talking about.
A ton of people come out and complain it's not our fault. We have to get this situated so that everybody can feel accommodated, and then we'll restart the movie, okay?
But we're getting it hopefully looked at later in the week.
Can I trust you?
Sorry, guys.
Really?
This is called intentional. They don't want it to go to the box office gross. Don't take the money.
Tried going to see Sound of Freedom, and this happened. No one left until they played the movie. They tried to give us free tickets if we left.
There's no one in here. And then it said that they were sold out. This is ridiculous.
Fire alarm goes off and people still watch the movie. They can't stop the truth.
Have you heard anything about the other movie theaters? AC not working?
Like the other houses?
No, well, like around the whole country, different theaters. In this movie only, the AC doesn't work. It's like super sketch.
Oh, really?
Yeah, you should look online. It's like, it's insane.
If anything, it's probably just, I don't know. I know it's been very popular, so the more people you have in a theater, the more different the house.
Yeah, but we've been going to movie openings our whole life,
so
but it's never happened. Yeah, super weird.
Here's those four for you guys.
Okay.
Yeah, sorry about that.
Thank you.
Some point today, the tickets got refunded to my friend and we couldn't figure out why. So we come anyways to the theater after dinner and they're like, oh, well, we refunded all the tickets because there's no air conditioning in our theaters.
With our projector, we had to wait for it to download the movie. It's going to be about 30 minutes. Everyone in here is going to get a free film pass. If you want to leave, that's understandable. I'll go do a refund. I can help you.
Tim, a balding man at a desk. Bryant eyes him.
Come on, Tim. What's going on?
Tim looks over his shoulder.
The Sound of Freedom is outperforming all the movies right now. It is the best performing box office movie we've seen in a while, and it has had the lowest budget. In the world now, they're trying to normalize so many things that are not okay. And the most concerning part is the children. They are targeting the children. Right now, more than ever, we need to protect them. To really show y'all how big this industry is and show y'all how much of a problem it is. Just for context, I like watching basketball. The NBA is worth an estimated $90 billion. The human trafficking industry is worth an estimated $150 billion. The industry does $10 billion annually In the United States alone, it is so corrupt in Hollywood, the media, they do not see it as an issue. It is so common. Politicians, celebrities, you will be surprised how many of them take part under the table. Like I was saying earlier, they're trying to normalize so many disgusting things that are not okay. And they are starting with the youth. If y'all remember what happened to Target not too long ago, and that whole line they pushed out targeted for the children, people saw that, started to take notice, and immediately Target, they yank them all, put them in the back. Little by little, they're trying to push this agenda, and they're trying to do it so we don't notice it. And the ones that do notice it, when we point it out, it is viewed as conspiracy. The world is a very disgusting place. And when you see what really goes on behind the scenes, it's horrifying. The Sound of Freedom represents the opposite of everything I just said. The Sound of Freedom is a movie that is trying to directly combat this issue. The movie is a wake-up call. It is very obvious that they do not want you to go see this movie, but you need to. There are too many instances where theaters are trying to shut down this movie. I knew what was going on, but it was so silenced, and it was an issue that not many people were fully aware of or talking about. But now that the movie has done numbers and so many people have seen it, everybody is starting to see and realize what happens. My favorite line in the movie is when one of the actors says, "Because God's children are not for sale." God's children and God's people are not for sale. As a creator with the small platform I have, I will not suppress my opinion, and I will always be honest and transparent and share my beliefs. I am a follower of Christ, and I am sharing this video and sharing this message and telling you all that you need to go see this movie so that we can help end this. Thank you for clicking on the video. I will have some shirts linked below. I made the Etsy store last night. A percentage of the revenue will be donated straight to nonprofit organizations and charities that are working to fight against this issue. Thank you all for watching this video. Please go see Sound of Freedom in theaters.